Today we're going to talk about finding slope when you're given 2 points. So the first thing you need to know is you need to know the formula. The formula is the change in y over the change in x. So the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And while this might seem a little complicated, it's not, as long as you understand how coordinates work. The first number will always be an x. The second number will always be a y. So if I look, this is my first group of numbers, therefore it would be x1 and y1. This is my second group of numbers, so it would be x2, y2. So now that I know that, I can use this formula and plug it in. So according to the formula, y2 goes first, and it's going to subtract y1. So y2 minus y1. So I would write 6 minus 3. Then it says x2 minus x1. So x2 minus x1. So therefore x2 is 4, x1 is 2, and then I'm going to subtract. So that's easy enough. 6 minus 3 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. Therefore my slope, which I know the formula is y equals mx plus b. This right here, this m, is our slope. So our slope of these 2 points would be 3 over 2. So let's do the next one. Again, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to label x1, x2, y1, y2. Okay? Now we're going to plug them into our formula. y2 minus y1. Therefore, I have 7 minus 5. x2 minus x1. So therefore, I have 4 minus 3. Again, I just work it out. 7 minus 5 is 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. This can be simplified because 2 divided by 1 is 2. Therefore, the slope of these 2 points would just be 2. Alright, let's do a different one. So right now I have 1, 4, and 7, 8. Again, I'm going to label x1, x2, y1, y2. y2 is going to subtract y1. So 8 minus 4 over x2 minuses x1. So that's 7 minus 1. I'm just going to work it out. 8 minus 4 is 4. 7 minus 1 is 6. Now this is not the slope because it can be simplified. So you have to understand division. We have to know our greatest common factor. The number that can go into a 4 and a 6 is a 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 3 divided by 2 is 3. I'm sorry, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So therefore my slope is 2 over 3. Okay, let's do another one. Same thing again. We're going to label x1, x2, y1, y2. y2 will always subtract y1, so I'll have 2 minus 5 over 0 minus 8. Okay. 2, if I hold up 2 fingers, I can't take away 5. So that means my answer is automatically going to be a negative. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 0, obviously I cannot subtract 8, so it's automatically going to be a negative 8. Now here, when I have multiplication or division, 2 negatives would actually turn into a positive. So therefore my slope of these 2 points would be a positive 3 over 8. Alright, let's look at this one. Same thing, x1, x2, y1, y2, y2 minus y1, 8 minus 5 over x2 minus x1, 2 over 1. Work it out. 8 minus 5 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 divided by 1 is 3. Easy enough. Now let's go to the next one. Again, x1, x2, y1, y2. y2 subtracts y1, so I have 3 minus 3. x2 subtracts x1, so now I have 9 minus 6, which gives me 0 over 3. Now, this is something new. We know that slope is talking about the rise over the run. Well, if I don't go up at all, that means that I'm going to have what's called a horizontal line. So when the 0 is on the top, you would say that it's a slope of 0. Some people say there is no slope. It just depends on your teacher. As long as you understand that when it's a 0 on the top, it's going to be a horizontal line. And you think about it like a roller coaster. This would be the most boring roller coaster in the world because it's basically just you riding on a straight line. So that would be a slope of 0 when there's a 0 on the top. So we're going to go to our last one. x1, x2, y1, y2, y2 minus y1, so 1 minus 7 over x2 minus x1, 4 minus 4, gives us 1. If you hold up one finger, you cannot take away 7, therefore it's going to be a negative. 7 minus 1 is 6. 4 minus 4 is 0. Now, again, if rise over run is how this works, this is telling us I'm going to go down 6, but I'm not going to go over side to side at all. This would make it what's called a vertical line. So when there's a 0 on the top, it's a horizontal line with no slope. When the 0 is on the bottom, it's a vertical line, and the slope is called undefined. It's kind of like one of those rides, those roller coaster rides that bring you straight up and then drop you straight down. So this would be an undefined line, an undefined slope. I'm sorry, undefined slope because it's a vertical line. So let's go over this again. 0 on the top, horizontal line, no slope or a slope of 0. 0 on the bottom, vertical line, which makes it an undefined slope. All right, guys, I hope that helps. Have a good day.